Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Vaipo. We're going to be continuing on with this best of 3 series between Liquid TLO and our Protoss player NightEnD. The series is currently tied up to 1-1 each. The first game was won by NightEnD, the second game was won by Liquid TLO. I should stop calling him Liquid TLO and just call him TLO because that is kind of his name. So yeah, we're going to see how this is going to end. This is of course from the HomeStory Cup number 12, which was held in mid to late December. It concluded on the 20th of December, so not too long ago, depending on of course when you're watching this video. And this is, I believe it's day number 1 still. So obviously I'm still casting some of the older days, some of the older videos, and I'm going to try to work through as many of them as possible. And the reason I had to cast this, I casted already a few from the HomeStory Cup 12 from day 1, but this has Liquid TLO in it, and I am a huge fan. So I absolutely love the way he plays. I love the way he studies his opponent and basically decides or comes back towards the later games. So from what I've seen in the past, Liquid TLO, he can be a little bit here and there on best of 3s, but then when it comes to best of 5s and best of 7s, the pressure comes up on the opponent when the later games start. So in the first few games, Liquid TLO will play it safe. He won't be too aggressive, he won't be too risky, but then as soon as he figures out what is going on with the player, what the player plays like, and of course these guys study each other, that's when he starts to essentially start really playing well to the best of his ability. Now there is a 2-hatch into a spawning pool into a third base coming out, so that's something to note. Now in typically you don't ever see any rushes going on in 4-player maps. Reason for that is because if you go to the wrong direction, then you pretty much screw up your whole engage, and of course you're miles behind on economy also. Now in this game, and something quite unorthodox actually, is going spawning pool after the first hatchery expansion. Normally you'd go with it after double expansion. At the moment anyways, that's the current meta from what I've seen. So let's see what NightEnD is going to be doing here. Just blocking this all off completely, which is pretty standard. You'd always see this here right now. You'd block this second huge gate here, or rather huge ramp, which it's a little bit hard to block off, but people obviously manage it. Just put up an extra building. There we go, we do have the one Zergling coming out now. Probably going to end up sneaking in here if NightEnD does not decide to put down another building. So let's see if this makes it. It will indeed. Oh, TLO, yes, he manages to get the Zergling in. Brilliant play from TLO here. Now he is going to get... Oh no, don't lose it to the salad. Ah, doesn't quite make it up the ramp. Was there something to hide? Yes, there was indeed. A Stargate going out. This Overlord is almost there, but I don't believe he's going to make it on time to actually scout this out. It's going to be a bit of a risky situation for TLO. Now the question is, because NightEnD made so much effort to defend this, is TLO going to get suspicious and build some anti-air? I mean, typically when you are expecting oracles, you would see them at about 4.5 to 5 minutes. But the one thing that I find really strange here is that NightEnd's style does not involve oracles. This is 2 games now where he's built a Stargate pretty early, and he brings out a Phoenix out of it first. Obviously this is for scouting purposes and for killing overlords, but at the same time it's very different. And I suppose at the same time, all you want really, you want to be different. Being very predictable and being the same as other players never really pays off. I mean, you might play the best strategy in existence, but if the opponent, particularly in Starcraft 2, can predict your strategy, it's not going to end well for you. So at this point, obviously TLO is going to be aware that there's a Phoenix up. He is popping up his sport crawlers, as you can see here. Probably going to be putting one down here as well in just a few moments. None yet here. And it's pretty standard to prepare for them anyways, just in case there's an oracle out. Obviously you don't want to let an oracle freely destroy your probes, because you know, an oracle that pops out and regenerates energy for a few seconds will have the potential to probably clear out half of your mineral line if he's not being forced away. So Twilight Council coming out now. This is going to mean Blink Stalkers very, very shortly. And this Phoenix is going to be heading on out here with the other Phoenix. Probably going to do a bit of Overlord scouting and then potentially try to take out a few drones if Liquid TLO is not prepared for it. Now he does have the energy. Let's have a quick look at how much energy this costs. It costs 50 energy to use Gravitational Beam. Is it Gravitation or Graviton? It's Graviton Beam. Now he has 3 Queens here, so definitely going to be able to defend against this. There's 2 Spore Crawlers. There's one actually here as well. So that's definitely going to defend against these Phoenixes. Not going to want to get into those mineral lines for too long. One Overlord sneaking around the back here. And the Zerglings, of course. 3 drones taken out so far. Very hard focusing on that one Phoenix, which is pretty low on health. Of course he wants to take them out one by one, because if they regenerate their shields, it kind of becomes pointless to harass them. There we go, the same strategy coming out again from NightEnD, building up a huge amount of warp gates. The question is he going to do the exact same thing he did last game? Just build a bunch of Zealots and Archons? Or is he going to do something different in this one? Now I definitely didn't miss a spire. There is an infestation pit up. There's a Hydra's den which is being morphed into a Lurker den. Some Zerglings going up just to do a little bit of scouting. He does see that the mothership is here. Mothership core rather. He's not going to be able to run past the Zealot obviously because it's just standing there, and by the time they would kill it, it would at that point be reinforced by all of these units here. So what is this? This is 2 pylons. Potentially going to use them for overcharging. And doing a bit more damage with the Phoenixes here, making quite good use of them at this point. 1 kill, 2 kill, 6 kills, that's a total of 8. That's 8 kills in total on these Phoenixes. I'm not quite sure if it's worth it as of yet, but they're not dead, so he is going to be making use much better of them very, very shortly. Now another base coming out from TLO. This is almost complete actually. So 4th base coming out. And NightEnD is already saturated 3 bases fully. More gateways going down. So again, as I said, the style from NightEnD is quite interesting. Now, I'm going to see, is this going to be killed by 2 overcharges here? It is a potential to do that. I mean, it's just sitting there. And he could definitely kill it. And the mothership core is sitting there with full health, or full energy. Okay, here we go. 1 overcharge. These Zerglings running on away, getting destroyed by the Archon. So the question is, how is TLO going to respond to this? He definitely does not want to do a Hydra's Lurker engage just like last time. That got completely wrecked by the Archon and Zealot push. Overseer on the way back now. I'm going to get killed quite easily by these Phoenixes. Phoenix is crazy fast. There we go. We do have a Warp Prism with 4 Zealots in it, and as soon as it lands, it's also going to drop off and warp in a bunch of Zealots. And this is probably going to be done into... Oh, interesting. There we go. He's actually seeing that this is happening. He is predicting it already. So definitely something to note. Now, he's probably going to try to go around here because, of course, there is these Spine Crawlers. But at the same time, 2 Spine Crawlers are not going to ward off about 10 Zealots. Absolutely not. So the question is, what are we going to see here? Now, the Infestors are leading the charge. Definitely not what he wants to do right now. 1 Zealot getting taken off for free. Never hurts. This drop is now going to happen very shortly. So at the moment, NightEnD is going to be definitely superior in disengage here. I do believe that he has more powerful units. Now, he does spot these Spine Crawlers. Now the Queens are also here. Now I don't think Queens, again, 10 is not going to be enough for that. But he would be able to destroy the Warp Prism. He destroyed the Warp Prism! This is huge! Wow! This is insane. Now NightEnD does not have that drop, and he was probably preparing to bring in about 10 Zealots or so. Just warp them in instantly. So this is huge. There's no Purification Novas on the field at the moment. This could be a crucial moment. If TLO continues this push, he could deny this base and do absolute huge damage to NightEnD. Taking out 1 pylon. Second pylon is now going to be taken out, and now NightEnD is going to engage after losing those three gateways. Probably a little bit late, but let's see if these Archons are enough. There's 3 Archons, but there's quite a few Lurkers. There we go with the Purification Novas going out now. Oh, these 2 Infestors getting taken out in 1 Nova. Let's see. Is he going to rush this base? Is he going to stick around? A big Warping going out on the ramp. And there we go. We do have the Archons getting taken out quite quickly. Zealots are still here. Is there an observer? There is an observer. There is an observer. There is not an observer at the moment. So it did get taken out. I'm not quite sure how, but it's not. There's no vision at the moment for NightEnD. So there we go. The 2 disruptors are here. They're going to pop this up, taking out a few units that were warping in here. So that's a little bit unfortunate for TLO. And more warpings going down. This is the point. This is exactly what TLO did last time. Full on engage and massive reinforcements. There's a bunch of Zerglings. No more Archons on the field. Just disruptors. Disruptions on his own units could potentially damage himself. So not going to end well. Those 2 Purification Novas missing. This is going to be a crazy dangerous time. NightEnD, is he going to be able to defend against this Zerg rush? The reinforcements from TLO have actually stopped. Definitely something to note here. So no more damage coming out from TLO. Is he going to expand out of it, or is he going to force the GG right here, right now? I don't think that he's going to force the GG. There is 4 disruptors here, so definitely enough damage to defend off. This Nexus is here, being warped in again. Now, let's see how many resources there are left here. So there's only about, let's say 2,000 on this expansion, and this expansion, of course, being the first one, or rather not expansion, the main base is almost mined out. There's 4 mineral fields left. So it's pretty much now or never. Let's have a quick look at the resource tab. TLO obviously ahead, almost twice the income of NightEnD. Let's have a look at the upgrades. With 1-1 for Zerg. 1 attack for Protoss. No defenses yet. Now in terms of production, TLO is continuing on with the exact same thing. He does have level 2 melee or ranged units on the way. There we go. These Phoenixes getting taken out. No more scouting. He's going to probably want to back out. There's quite a big force here. These 2 Lurkers going to get taken out quite easily here. This 1 disruptor on 1 health. He's not getting it taken out. I'm not sure if he wants to actually engage this. This is not enough to take out this Protoss army. He's going to have to reinforce it continuously. There's that expansion actually coming down a little bit later than I thought. But he is expanding, so this is definitely something to note. He's going to be basically taking his advantage to another level. He's going to try to pretty much sustain his economy and then continue his Zerg aggression. At the same time, no base fully able to mine yet from NightEnD, so this is a crucial moment for TLO. If he can get this base down again, it's going to be pretty much game over at that point. So obviously, as you can see, he does have a few Zerglings here. He wanted to see what's going on in this base. He does see it's fully saturated at this point. Let's have a quick look at the income tab again. Twice the resources for NightEnD as TLO. Go back to production. A few Archons here. There's a few, of course, disruptors. Taking care of 1, that getting cancelled actually. Now he's basically preventing NightEnD from taking any sneaky expansions. You can see also there's a lot of scouting has been done. Maybe that could have actually been from the initial scout. But he's basically not letting him take any other bases, because he knows that if that happens, it could be a game that could end in either direction still. But at the moment he knows he's got this. Oh, these drones are just standing there. TLO, please, 5 drones. They're just sitting there not being useful. Is he going to use them? Is he going to use them, or are they going to sit there and just do nothing? It's probably a default of a miss micro. Of course, you play at such a fast level. Actually, talking about that, let's bring up the... There we go. APM. So there you go. Usually Zerg will have a higher APM because they have so many units and buildings to control in comparison to Protoss. So we do see that it's going back and forth, but when it comes to micro, TLO definitely starts, or macros, TLO definitely starts to go ahead there. So there we go, 800 APM. Crazy amount there just for a few moments. Let's bring that away there. Don't need it too much right now. Oh, we have Ultralisk. I didn't actually spot he's producing Ultralisk, so there we go. Ultralisk are on the way. Not quite sure how good they're against Archons. 43 damage versus biological. I assume that yeah, I'm pretty sure the Ultras count as biological as well, even though they are super big and armored and bladed and stuff. So at this point, TLO is maxed out. NightEnD is not. So the question is he gonna continue on with a push before NightEnD maxes out? Because if NightEnD maxes out, it's gonna be very difficult. Protoss units tend to be a little bit more durable than Zerg ones, unless of course you think about a absolutely maxed out Ultralisk, which is very quickly on the way right now. So this base, obviously he wants to defend this. This is going to be his main source of oh my god, English. It's going to be his main source of income very shortly. This base is slowly getting mined out as well. Only one mineral field here left, just 135. And it's going to be a very tense moment. What the hell is this? Wow, is he pushing this with his zealots? That's definitely very cool, and I've never seen that before. Now, oh, there's a huge purification over. One Ultra is getting absolutely annihilated there. That was insane amount of damage. That was probably about 600 damage there from those disruptors. So let's see what's going to go on here. I do believe that the Protoss player has a bigger army here, so might be a very... Oh, we do have Immortals on the field as well. This is going to be nasty for TLO right now. I don't think that he's going to be able to defend off against this defense. He's going to want to back off, potentially get Broodlords on the way and destroy the economy, because the economy is what's hurting TLO right now. NightEnD is bringing up his economy, and with that he's building up his units. So as you can see, 142 supply with units. TLO quickly losing his, so he wants to basically bring this up right now and get as many units as possible. Zergling's definitely not something he wants to produce. This could be dangerous. The question is he going to be able to hold off? Because he has been in the lead the whole time until now, but if he manages to lose these Ultralisks, that could be it. The one thing he doesn't want to do anyways is to lose these two Purification Novas without doing any damage. That would be absolutely huge. Oh, this one Purification Nova, 3 Purification Novas absolutely missing. This is the perfect time for TLO to go straight balls in, and straight balls in, that definitely makes no sense. This one Ultra is getting constantly in... What is it even called? I can't even think of it right now. It's called Transfusion. Getting transfused to keep it up. Very, very good play from TLO, using the transfuses on the Ultras to keep them alive. The resources tab at the moment, if you look, or not the resource, the actual... oh, the English is not flowing through me right now. The supply tab is favouring TLO, but of course he does have more bases. This is nasty for TLO right now. There's a 4th base up from NightEnD. A few reinforcing zealots. At this point, TLO wants to take out these remaining units. These are basically the heart and soul of the Protoss army, Immortals and Disruptors. So he wants to destroy them before they get reinforced with some heavy units. But on the other hand, look exactly what he's doing. He's doing what he needs to do right now to prevent this. The only thing is he needs to be able to defend the base as well, rather than just destroy the enemy base. There we go. He's probably going to just try to get this down. Is there 3-3 yet? Not up as of yet. He does have a Greater Spire on the way, so I do believe he's going to try to get Broodlords out. It's definitely going to help against Disruptors and Immortals. But is he going to have the resources for it? That I do not know. There's 49 drones on this. He did take out that base. That's very, very good for him. So at the moment, let's have a look at the income tab. There we go. Half of NightEnd's resources. Sorry, the Disruptor has twice of NightEnd's resources. He's going to be able to take this out, and this is going to be another destroyed base for him. So at this point, NightEnD is not deciding to commit to this at all. If this Nexus is destroyed, that could be it for NightEnD. All TLO has to do now is beat this army, and he's got this. Oh, that is a lot of drones. Or probes, rather. So this is pretty much it. He's going to have to long distance mine right now. All TLO has to do at this point is destroy this army and push on in. His resources are better. He still has a little bit of income, as you can see here. NightEnD has absolutely no income. He's trying to long distance mine to try to get a Nexus up in one of the bases, but at the moment not in a position to do so. So this is going to be a very close one. If NightEnD can destroy TLO's base, it's going to be pretty badly positioned for TLO. This hatchery is going to take a while to get up. TLO, you need units. But on the other hand, the longer NightEnD gives TLO with getting back his base, the harder it is going to be for TLO to get back into it. Or for NightEnD to get back into it. So these Zerglings going absolutely ham on these drones, or these probes. The probes have all been taken out. At this point, no more nexuses for NightEnD. This is it. It's either this push or never. He has to go in with this last bit of army. If he doesn't do this, it's going to be game over. If you saw there, NightEnD tried to basically block off with another warped in Zerg, Zealot, but that wasn't enough. There's enough as Zerglings here to basically take that straight out. Gonna take this Nexus out as well, and as I said, it's all up to this army. If he does not manage to destroy TLO right now, right here with these units, it's going to be GG. But if you look at TLO's income, he has 1,000 minerals per second, or per minute. Per second, wouldn't that be great? There we go. He's going to use all of his drones on this. This is crazy. There's going to be so many lost drones here. So many. 15, 18 already. And this is going to be it. GG is called there. And here we go. Liquid TLO taking game number 3 between these two titans. An absolutely insane and exciting game. Very, very well played by Liquid TLO. Ending it with a 2-1. Well done, TLO. Hi guys, thank you for making it all the way to the end of this video. This was a brilliant best of 3 between TLO and NightEnD, and that's pretty much it. 2-1 to TLO. Very good end and very good gameplay from both players. And that's pretty much it. My social media links are here on the right hand side. I keep saying left because I'm actually pointing to the left. It just looks like that on the right on the video. And that's pretty much it. I'll end it here. Good luck, take care, see you in the next video. Bye bye.